Now, there's something you said that just got my attention. I've never thought of it like that, but thank God you are an expert and you brought this. You said for people who are selling online, uh, the currency, the biggest currency for them is trust, right? And that got my attention. Like, okay, but just like you said, in Jos, most of the people would tell you you're just starting a business and you're doing an online where people don't even trust if you're real or not real.
Yeah.
But somebody wants to pay for goods and the person asks you, okay, how can he or she get the product? And you tell the person, okay, you would come and deliver it at the person's doorstep, but the person will have to pay transport. Even if you're real, because of how we found ourselves in this country today and in the world, I don't tend to believe you, right? So how should vendors, we're talking about the online vendors because those are the people we're targeting today, how can these vendors gain more trust? So how do you want to explain for people why people should see that and not the other way around?
Okay. You see, a matter of delivery, it's very simple. If you sense that normally, if you are supposed to even start up a business from the beginning, you don't make rules. You make your rules very flexible to the point where it basically favors your customers, and before subsequently you can begin to be rigid on when you already have the trust. But before then, when you are talking about delivery, you can make it pay on delivery. After you get your product, you make your payment. That is very easy, and because of that statement alone, the customer will feel very comfortable and
Yes.
he will feel very open. And that is where transparency is very important, because you want to win their trust. So in this case, if there's a distance barrier between you and your customers, you should be able to cover that gap and then give them trust as well. Now, by saying that, you have to get a logistics company that you trust, a logistics company that you have direct relationship with. So by that, the company then takes your product and then you tell your clients to pay on delivery. Or if it's possible, you can tell them to pay part payment. That's depending on the value of the
Of
product.
that product.
Yes. And because if at all, as a customer, if at all you want to buy something, then you should know that there is value to this thing. This thing is important to me. And then you should be willing to register some amount, even if not full, but you should be willing to register some amount for that value you are buying. So at least that will go a long way. Because if you're working with a logistics company that they deliver it, you know that your products are safe no matter what. The logistics will not play with your product. And that is very smooth. And customers pay balance on delivery.